Hey. This is a song a lot of you guys probably haven't heard in a very long time, eh? But yeah, so tonight, at the request of Banana, we will be talking about cryptids and spooky stuff. Maybe aliens. Maybe some paranormal ghosties. Magic. Practice. Theology. The fun shit. But, yeah. We do have a slight plan. We might end up, well, actually, we probably will at some point, be discussing my plan to one day hunt down a specific cryptid in Nevada. So, that's gonna be fun. Spoopy. Yeah, Micah, spoopy, spoopy. Oh, I got hiccups. Oof. We head banging. This is Bullet for My Valentine, right? Yes, yes, this is a Bullet for My Valentine, Tears Don't Fall. Yeah, I do this over one last time. Ah! Bum, 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 let's go. I would hate to be the drummer for this, though. That would suck. Like, your foot would hurt, like... But when they pop on my Spotify, right? Oh, man. It literally, I walked past my living room earlier, and my parents just listened to, like, random mixes, and it was on, and I was like, well, I know what I'm listening to later. And after this, we're going to be blinking... We are going to be listening to some Blink 182. And watch, I'm gonna get DMCA'd at some point, but not tonight, hopefully. Your tears don't fall, they crash around me. It's gonna be so funny for anyone watching the VOD. They're gonna be like, I have no idea what the fuck he's headbanging to, because I can't hear anything for the first, like, fucking, like, 5 minutes of the video. Well, they'll be able to hear me talking, and, like, my occasional little bit of singing thing. No, 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 wow, wow. Tears don't fall, they crash around me. How you been though, Micah? What you been up to? Alright, but yes. Oh, I forgot, I gotta update some things. Shit. Shit. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. Okay. Give me a sec to update shit. I'm dumb. Banana. Okay. Alright, so the daily sub goal has to go back to 0 because it is a new day. And then I have to go to my streaming tools, my overlays. And I gotta go to the tips goal. I have to put that on a... I have to change it. Right now. You're out and you're in your hand. Feeling it. You're in her clothes. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Hey. Alright, so now that should be good. Okay. So I had to update the thing from rent because I ended up borrowing money from my brother for rent. And there was a very nice person on Twitter that helped me buy cat food when I needed cat food. So now I need to pay them back. So that is our new goal. Because I've already borrowed money from my brother for rent, so I'll just figure that out somehow. But the cat food thing, that was a stranger that helped me. Well, I say stranger, but I'm acquainted with them. I wouldn't say that I'm close. I feel kind of bad about that because they were obviously a super nice person. But that was Opus, I believe. Mikkel Snow. Alright. They sent me $40 to get cat food when I couldn't afford it because this past month and a half has been very fucking hard on me. So, yeah. So I want to, that's our goal, is paying them back. And then after that, maybe my phone bill because I have to pay that on Friday. And that's $45. So, yay! This sucks. Alright. Stayed in bed for 2 days because those were my work days off. Hope I'm doing better. Well, I understand wanting to do nothing. That's a motherfucking Dragon Knight. Oh my god. Fuck y'all. I'm trying for it. But yeah. So, yeah, I spent all day in bed until about 6 p.m. and I was like, I gotta get out of bed and do shit. So I worked on some stuff today. I have only had three smokes today. So I'm doing pretty good. I think in total I'll probably have 5 at most for the whole day. So that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I was smoking like a pack a day. Unfortunately, I got to run out of smokes a lot quicker than I anticipated because my dad ran out of smokes and we don't have a way up to the res right now to go and get, you know, more smokes. So he's going to start smoking mine, which is fine. They paid for them. It just means that I'm going to run out of smokes quicker, meaning that I'll have to quit quicker, or chances are they'll buy me another bag when they go, and then I'll be like, oh, well, now I got to smoke them, and enabling. Nah. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not doing terrible myself today. Baby, hello. Yeah, so, I don't know, there's some cryptid shit. Banana want to talk about cryptids and aliens and stuff. I don't want to get into, like, the whole, like, discussion I had with them the other day, because that is something that I talked about on stream in October that was just, like, this huge fucking, like, conspiracy theory level shit, but, like, it was interesting. And I also realized that Banana is an ex-Marine, so they know some shit. They've seen some shit. So that was kind of cool. Talked about, like, aircrafts and stuff with them, and secret type stuff. Cryptids, spoopy, scary. Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, we could start off with some very basic stuff. What type of stuff should we discuss? Because, like, we could, like, have different classifying of things on where they are, what they... Bro, I wanted him. Congrats on the Dragon Knight. Fuck you, Banana. So yeah, we could, like, discuss the difference between Wendy Nopes and skinwalkers. And, like, flesh gates and goat man and all that stuff. We could talk about all that. Because why the heck not? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Ah! Banana got the Dragon Knight. He did. This motherfucker. Bitch, I wanted it. Oh well. No doubt by a good deal. I just really wanted it. I really wanted it. I really wanted it and you took it. You bitch. Alright. Hope y'all had a good day, by the way. My day has been alright. I found something that's kind of neat that I wanted to... I was actually debating streaming some Minecraft earlier. I just never got around to it because I ended up getting busy with other stuff. And then I ended up, like, chilling with some friends in VR chat, as I often do now. Yay. And, oh, just a good song. But, you know how I was saying that I'm gonna make, like, my port area inspired by Liyue Harbor from Genshin Impact? I found someone that made all of Liyue Harbor in Minecraft with a world download. So I don't even need to like swap between like Genshin Impact and Minecraft for reference, or going into Genshin and taking pictures. Nah, I could just swap to that world, look at it and go, okay, and then just swap back to my world. Easy peasy. Shit wild. Yeah. Yet I can't catch a crabby. Fuck the crabby, who cares? Alright. But yeah, I've had an okay day. I've been in bed all day. I hope you also had a good day, Bubby. I hope BB had a good day. BB should always have good days. BB is BB. BB should have a good day. Because BB is BB. But yeah, so we're gonna be able to like swap back and forth. The only thing that I'm like a little like about with that, how they built the UA Harbor, they built nearly everything on the diagonal. It looks fucking phenomenal, but that means that I need to like step up what I can do. See, now here's the thing. I'm really not that good yet, so that is going to be a little difficult. But you know what? It just means that I need to improve. Because so often people are like, that's better than I'll ever be. No, that's better than what I can currently do. And that's how I'm going to phrase that. Because maybe I will get to that point soon enough. You know, I don't know when, but I might. I'm here. Welcome, cat. I've been back to work, and work is kicking my ass on day one. Damn, dude. Plus, I gotta go back in for another shift in like 15 minutes. Aw, rip. I'm sorry to hear that, baby. I love you, little homie. I love you. Were you waiting for me to pop in so you could play that song? No, you just popped in at the right time. This is just the album. But no, I absolutely just love this song. On me, you're already a voice inside my head. Don't waste your time on me, you're already a voice inside my head. Fucking perfectly timed, yeah. A voice inside my head. Alright, but, okay, also I turned on the thing so that you guys can now, change the background if you want to. If you feel like it. Yeah, you now have that ability. So, obviously, like, the drink, the chair, the microphone, I gotta sneeze. Well, that was a good thing I muted myself. That was, like, the girliest fucking sneeze I've ever done. So we went through, I'm gonna be here to lurk and join in when I can. Alright, baby. Bless you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I sneezed. And it was a really cute sneeze. I'm so glad that I muted it. Holy shit. Too many of you guys clip dumb shit like that. Alright, so. Let's talk about spoopy stuff. There was a suggestion about the cryptid that I want to hunt, which is the Ruby Valley Beast. Alright. I want to discuss that later. So, I'm thinking we should try and, like, define the differences between certain ones, because that's fairly easy to do. Okay? Maybe an idea? My bite? Okay, okay, okay. Think that'll be the easiest way to go about it. Big yawn. Because that's like a nice little introductory thing, you know? My nose is itchy. Losing my tracking because scratching nose. Alright, so like there is always the Wendy Nopes, which are from Canada, and like the, I guess sort of the Appalachia region. So many people say that they're in Appalachia. It's not outside the realm of possibility for them to be in Appalachia because forested areas and whatnot, and it's all connected. But there's a very large difference between a skinwalker and a Wendy Nope. And so many people call like everything a skinwalker now. A skinwalker cannot turn into a person, by the way. They can't. I may have said differently in the past because I might have been misinformed, but I've been doing a lot more research lately. And, yeah, they can't turn into a person. That's not a skinwalker. That would have to be like a fleshgate of some kind. Or a goat man. But like, so a lot of people are like, oh, I'm seeing like this, say like there's this one I saw, where it's like me seeing the government agent telling me to leave my house because it's on fire, full well knowing that my house is not on fire. I don't trust that skinwalker. And it's like, that's not a skinwalker though. Skinwalker is from Navajo, and there's like one or two other tribes. They're like right on the tip of my tongue, but I'm not remembering it at the moment. So it doesn't matter. Just know Navajo for the most part. All right, which it's like, you know, birds, foxes, that kind of shit. Usually never predators, because they were like medicine men that used the ability to shapeshift in order to track down more stuff for the land and whatnot, to be able to like help out the tribe. And obviously, you in Native American culture, you don't waste anything nature gives you, right? So like the pelts can be used for like furs and stuff, but if there was a medicine man that had the ability to be a skinwalker, they would use that in order to help the tribe more. Find like, you know, like deer or something like that if they needed food, or scouting out like enemies that are around, right? They would change it into a fox, but like it wasn't quite right. You know, it was like a fox, but something's off about it, right? And, you know, like that would be what a skinwalker would be. They are human though. Like you could probably take a skinwalker in a fight, provided that you are if you take into account, or remove their ability to use magic, right? Because, you know, they're already like essentially like a shaman or witch doctor of some kind, right? You can probably take them on one-on-one because they're still a person, right? They have the ability to shapeshift into animals, but unless they have taken on like the pelt of like a bear or a wolf, which is very unlikely. The fuck? Oh. I don't know what song this is as this intro. It's been a very long time since I've listened to this album. This is their self-titled album, by the way. So, yes, a skinwalker, if you take out of like the ability that they could curse you and stuff like that, and can shapeshift into most animals, you could probably still take them on in a fight, even if they change it to a bear. Like if you have a weapon, you could probably still take them. Ignore the fact that they can like curse you and shit like that. If that wasn't taken into account, you could probably take them in a fight. They're still a person. Now, a Wendynope, that comes from the native peoples of Canada, right? Particularly in the more northern regions. All right, so that would be like the Inuit tribes and like the other native tribes that were more southern but still in Canada, right? Get their hands with a skinwalker. I'm gonna go find one now. I wouldn't recommend it. I just said that you have a higher chance because it's still a person, right? Like your average firearm will probably take them out. Like whatever could take out a person could probably take it out. Or if they shapeshift into, say, a bear, they have to have the pelt of it. They have to wear the pelt to change into the animal, by the way. They don't just change into the animal. They have to put on the pelt. And it's not quite right anyways. It's still got, like, human features. So, like, if they were to take on the shape of a bear, they'd probably still... They might be smaller than the average bear. They might not have the claws. You know, maybe their snout looks like more like a human face type thing area. You know, like... something would be off, but it's still the size of a bear, so you need whatever to take out a bear. But for the most part, they don't take on the shape of a predator. They usually have like, you know, like a fox or an owl or a hawk, right? Or like a deer, right? But a Wendynope, it used to be there's different versions, all right? But there is the one where it is a human that has resorted to cannibalism. And that allowed the, I don't want to say the actual word, but the Wendynope spirit to take them over. And there is an actual real life psychosis that kind of leads you to going crazy and wanting to eating people that has the same name. It's like Wendynope syndrome, but obviously it's the proper word, not Wendy Nope. And the reason that I am fine with saying Skinwalker and not Wendy Nope, or you know what I'm saying, right? Skinwalker is the English translation, not the actual word. And even then, I can't draw it towards me because there wouldn't be any in my area. So it doesn't faze me in the least. But a Wendy Nope, I live in Canada, not far from a forest at all. And, you know, where I live, there's still sightings of them, right? It's mostly kept to the native tribes, or people saying like, what the hell did I see? Did I see the rake? The rake, I have a theory on. It's not real, but it could be. Because it was made on Reddit and then made into, I believe, a creepypasta. But the rake did start on, you know, online. Just like Slenderman did. But the Wendy Nope is not like an antlered thing. That is a very European folklore mixed in with Native American folklores. Because they try and relate things, right? When like they came to the Americas, right? People bring like stories of the Fae and the monsters that are over there and different beasts of their time and the stories and their fables, right? And they relate it to what the Native Americans told them, of which allowed them to almost like make like what was popularized by Stephen King, right? Everyone says that he made it. He didn't. He just is the one that popularized it. And that's why everyone calls it the Stephen King Wendy Nope, which is the very tall creature with a deer head and antlers and the exposed rib cage or whatever. No, that is a European fable mixture version of what the Wendy Nope actually is. The Wendy Nope is actually a human with elongated limbs, grown in stature, very emaciated, starved, can never satiate its hunger. And the only way to kill it is, well, okay, there's multiple stories, but the only way to kill it is to take out its heart, burn the heart. That's one way. There's your easy way. The other way is you have to take out the heart. The heart is made out of ice. You have to shatter the heart. And then you have to you have to shatter it into a box. You would then have to chain that box closed. You have to bury it in a church cemetery or church grounds. But, you know, cemetery would probably be the best way to do it because no one's going to dig up a cemetery, really. And then you have to cut and dismember up the body and then burn that. And if you miss any of these steps, the spirit will just take over another body or just recreate itself. Or if you only like destroyed the heart, the body will just regrow a new heart. So there's so many different stories and variations. It's best to just do the whole process and assume that that's the correct way. But that would be a Wendy Nope. But that's only if you could even kill one. Now, the way that some people at, I believe there's only ever been 2 people that have killed them. I could be incorrect about that. Don't quote me on that one, but I am fairly certain that it's only been 2 people that have done it. The one guy took out an entire family of them, and they were simply cannibals that had superhuman strength, but he was just known for having his own superhuman strength type thing, and knew that they were going to trick him, and that was why he actually tricked them into believing that they tricked him, and then he took them all out one by one with an axe, and killed them all, and then I believe he was actually arrested by actual like Canadian lawmen because they're like, you can't just kill people, dude. And he was like, they were Wendy Nopes. And they were like, no, those are people. And then he was like, those are Wendy Nopes. And then everyone was like, yeah, those were Wendy Nopes. And then the white people were like, nah, homie, you just killed like a whole family of 8. What the fuck? I don't know if it was 8, by the way. I was just listening to number. So there's one. Another one is from like an old tale. I don't remember. But other than that, like essentially just don't eat people. I mean, it's probably not your best bet. Like, if you're gonna go to jail anyways, you might as, like, if you're gonna go to prison for murder, you might as well eat the person. Because, like, what are you in prison for? I killed a man. What are you in prison for? I killed a man. What are you in prison for? I killed a guy and ate him. Nobody's gonna fuck with you. I'm just saying. Like, nobody would. And then all you have to do is just be quiet and to yourself. And anytime you see a fight, just be very fucking crazy whenever you see a fight happening. Because then people will be like, oh my god, he wants to eat whoever loses. And then no one's gonna fuck with you in prison. That's the only time I say it's probably okay to eat a person. Or unless it's just to prove a point to him, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you and eat you. But like, I maybe don't do that, you know? Alright, so then we got other things. Oh, the Wendy Nope would be in Canada and potentially in Appalachia, though unlikely in Appalachia, as there's many other things in Appalachia. Of which would be things such as the Goat Man, the Flesh Gate. You know, obviously Bigfoot, because Bigfoot would be everywhere, especially Appalachia. General rule of thumb, though, with these creatures, is if you are out in the woods at night, okay? If you heard somebody call your name, no you didn't. If you hear someone crying for help, no you don't. If you feel something breathing down your neck, keep walking forward, and no you don't. Okay? Just be casual. Don't speed up, just get out of there. Once it realizes that you know, you're fucked. Okay? They kind of enjoy the stalking aspect and the fear that comes from us because they have intellect, right? They want to fuck with you. If you don't let them fuck with you, they won't see you as worthy prey. They'll just see you as, oh, okay, whatever, this isn't fun. All right. So, that is one way around that. There are many other ways of dealing with it too, but generally, as I'd said, Skinwalker, ignoring that they could do curses and just ruin you that way, you have a fighting chance. Not a good one, but you have a chance to win that fight. A Wendy Nope, no. That is superhuman speed, superhuman strength, damn near immortal unless you kill it the right way. And even then, if you're going to be using a weapon to take it down, you need to have, if you're going to use bullets, because, you know, a force multiplier definitely will help you out. Make sure those bullets are tipped with white ash from an ash tree. Because, you know, that would cause harm to it because spirituality and whatnot. Best way to keep things like that away, you know, burn tobacco as an offering, bless the land, you know, usually if that's not your practice, don't do that. It's disrespectful unless you actually know what you're doing. If you believe that there's one on your property, find someone that is qualified to smudge your house or follow the proper practice to be able to learn how to do it yourself and be respectful of it. Many people will tell you, hey, smudging is only for natives. As someone who is part native, no, it is not. Okay? Smudging is part of so many fucking practices. Like, it's part of Haitian, like, voodoo, right? It is part of African voodoo and hoodoo. It is part of like various different forms of Asian cultures have smudgings. India, it's just part of Asia, but you know, India has smudging, and several forms of paganism also have smudging. So no, smudging is not purely Native American. Take it from someone who literally studies this shit and is part native. All right, that is, if you think that smudging can only be done by natives, you're fucking stupid and you're wrong. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, you don't know what you're talking about, and if you think that you do, you need to study more. All right. Not to say that like I'm right about everything, because anyone who thinks they're right about everything is obviously doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, if you ever meet anyone that says that they're a witch, and they say, no, trust me, I know what I'm doing, I'm a witch, right? And they can't be wrong about anything, and they won't admit that they don't know something, they don't know anything. They're making it up, right? And, like, to each their own, you know, like, this is obviously a fad that is going around right now, right? Like, the past couple years of everyone being locked inside, people are starting to find, hey, maybe I can do this magic stuff because I saw it on TikTok, right? And again, it's gonna fade. It's a fad. But there's definitely gonna be people that actually did awaken something in themselves and learned, and they were like, holy shit, I know this now. This is insane. I started doing shadow work. I started doing this type of work, you know, anything like that. Also, yeah, that was my background looping. It's a half-hour long. So, but like so many people are gonna be actually sticking with it, but it's a fad. So, as some people are like, oh, you have to do this and then this and then this and then this and then this, and then that leads to it. And it's like, if you want to have like real stuff, right? Like there's this one, like I don't do witchcraft myself. I've actually come up with a name for my own practice recently. I'm calling myself a 𝐻𝐻𝐻. 𝐻 as in W-A-E. Yes. A 𝐻𝐻𝐻. We are child of 𝐻. And I don't mean that as in like, you do know the 𝐻. You know, like that joke. But like, if you legitimately look up the, here, I'm gonna go to Google real quick. Okay? And I'll type in 𝐻 meaning. Okay? It means sorrow. 𝐻 means sorrow when spelled W-A-E, okay? 𝐻 is a Scottish term used to express sorrow. An example of 𝐻 is someone telling their Scottish relative how sad they are about not being able to visit more often, okay? And I'm deciding to call it this. No, I didn't name it for the meme. I actually only realized that as I just said that. And I was like, no, not like that. And I'm calling it that because I feel as though a lot of what I use is considered frowned upon practice, right? So that would be like vampiric work, right? That is messing with, you know, other realms and trapping things in a certain area in order to commune with it, because we don't have the proper ability to commune with it otherwise, right? We rely more on reflected energies. We cannot take direct energy, right? We can, it's just very hard, right? And I find that I'm a lot more in tune with it when I'm dealing with something difficult, like something that is bringing me down, right? Something that I can tell is weighing on me. So I decided a 𝐻𝐻𝐻 would be the best way to go by it. It's my own practice. I've made it myself. And I feel as though anyone else that wants to learn the way that I do things could be children of 𝐻. You know, children of sorrow, but we're using it for the right reasons, you know. I like to use my practice in order to help others, you know. I've always, like, one of my main things that I can do is I'm able to take physical pain from somebody and put it into myself. I don't heal it, I remove it and take upon it, right? Taking upon someone else's burden. And that's why I feel that, like, it fits, you know? Because it's similar, you know? Like, you're burdening yourself is a sorrowful thing. And yet, it's helpful. So, it's a way of doing things. So, you know? But, yeah, so I decided to call it, like, I started, because I didn't know what to call myself. Because, like, technically, yes, I practice forms of witchcraft. But also forms of paganism and different, like, theistic belief. And then also forms of native practice and stuff like that. So I didn't have a proper name. So I couldn't necessarily call myself like a witch, right? Because I didn't follow that correctly. You know, I followed my way, right? And 60% of my practice is vampiric, roughly, right? It's obviously developing constantly, so that number goes down more and more. But I don't really fit with vampiric anymore because of how different it does. Can't do CBD edibles. Oh god. But yes, technically I probably could take away back pain. I'm not saying that it's a permanent solution what I do. What I do is a temporary solution. I take upon the pain myself and then I deal with it. My ex used to like when I did that for her cramp pains because she had really bad cramps. So, which by the way, damn women, that sucks. No, well fuck that. It's not as bad as my chest pains, but it is not a comfortable pain at all. Fuck that. Because to me, I get it in like my lower stomach, like, or not stomach, but like behind the bladder area. Oh god, no, fuck that. I hate cramps there. I know why it doubles you over. Jesus Christ. I do take edibles. It doesn't take the back pain away. You might have like a kink in your back type thing, like maybe your spine needs to be readjusted, so you might need to see a chiropractor. You might also need to do back stretches. You probably need to sleep on a better surface, and you might need to do more stretching. But that'd be the best way to deal with that from like, you know, like a physical standpoint. That would be the best way to go about it. But yeah, so I decided, you know, 𝐻𝐻𝐻, and it also sounds kind of nice, you know, like it's showing the right way, even though it's not necessarily the right way, you know, it's the way that I know, and way as in sorrow, because I've become more attuned with things the more I've had to deal with depressing things, and I do it in a way that technically harms me, but it helps others, and, you know, it works. So I've decided that that is the name I chose for it, because I'm not going to call myself like, oh, I'm a warlock, or like I never really fit with druid, because even though a lot of my practice involves like forests and plants and stuff, it's not about the spirit of the forest that I deal with, or like the animals that are there, right? And I can't really go with like native practice as my main thing, because I take very little from native practice, right? Like it's a decent portion of it, but compared to like the vampiric side, it's very little, right? And obviously I take very, very, very little from pagan practices, because of, you know, just a lot of it conflicts with other things in my practice. My practice is one that I've developed. But yeah. So I've decided that 𝐻𝐻𝐻 is the name that I go by. That is the title of what I go by. And maybe one day, I'm debating one day, in the future, maybe I'll write like a book. Not like an actual book, but like more of like a journal, I suppose, of different things and how things work in my practice, and then I can have other people possibly want to follow if they feel like it. But for the moment, it will be mostly if someone needs to know something, I'll just explain the way that I do things. Also, what is with this one single dark spot on just below my eyebrow? In the crevice of my eyeball? That's weird. There's just one pixel, it's just too dark. Chiropractors are expensive, but maybe my insurance has changed it. I think it's from the 8 years of not having a mattress, couch, and 3 air mattresses for 5. Yeah, that'd probably be it. Yeah, so let's discuss other things. Chances are you will not be able to win against a Wendy Nope. That they're gonna fuck you up. The only chance you got is a force multiplier, but good fucking luck, because they also do psychological stuff, and they will mess with your head. Like, you have to, essentially know that you're going to be hallucinating and not be in your right mind, and you have to be able to adapt to that. But you don't know how your mind's going to be changed. They do psychological shit. They also are essentially ventriloquists the way they do things. So they can, like, essentially corral you the way they want. The Jersey Devil. You want to know about the Jersey Devil? That is a very interesting case. That is also, ooh. Believe that is that Pennsylvania? Hold on, where's Jersey Devil? I don't want the fucking video game. Philadelphia? Hold on. New Jersey. Oh, that would make sense. Duh, it's the Jersey Devil. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm dumb. You're right. Yeah, it's New Jersey. It's the Jersey Devil. Duh. So, I can read off of the story. Essentially, a lot of other stories are based off of this, loosely. And this is also based off of other things. But, you know what? I wonder if he's online. Because he would probably be down to talk about this. Alright, let's see if he wants to join. I doubt he will, but he might. Alright. So, I am now actually in my Discord, or attempting to. RTC connecting. Come on. Hello? Alright, there we go. Now I'm in my Discord. So if he feels like joining, he will. If he doesn't, whatever. If you guys are in chat and you have the ability to join, I ask that you don't unless I request you to. Don't just randomly join, even if you have the ability to. I would like that to be more of a invitation thing. Why is Discord? Hold on. Hello? Discord, what the fuck are you doing? Oh no. Hello, check 1 2 1 2. What the fuck? Give me a sec. I gotta try and fix my mic. Check 1 2. What the fuck? Alright, test 1 2. Nope. Test 1 2. That is very odd. That is so loud. I'm so sorry. Alright, I enabled streamer mode, so hopefully it's not... Why the fuck is it being a piece of shit? You know, I'm gonna exit Discord, I'm gonna start it back up. Because of course Discord's a piece of shit. Quit Discord, alright. Yeah, I'm really sorry that that was very loud for you guys. But yeah, I'm so down to talk about the Jersey Devil. That's actually something I haven't talked about a lot at all. So, I'm always down to talk about stuff. Alright, test 1 2. Okay, it's working now. Fantastic, alright. That was very odd. I don't know why it was being a dick like that. But okay. Yeah, get this over here, checked up. Alright, good, good. Yeah, alright. So, Jersey Devil, for those that don't know, in the southern New Jersey and Philadelphia folklore of the United States. Oh, Philadelphia, that's probably why I was thinking Pennsylvania. Because it starts with a P and ends in an A. Of the United States. The Jersey Devil, also known as the Leeds Devil, is a legendary creature said to inhabit the forest at Pine Barrens in South Jersey. The creature is often described as a flying biped with hooves, but there are many variations. The common description is that of a bipedal kangaroo-like or wyvern-like creature with a horse or goat-like head, leathery bat-like wings, horns, small arms with clawed hands, legs with cloven hooves, and a forked tail. It has been reported to move quickly and is often described as emitting a high-pitched, blood-curdling scream. Now, there's lots of reports, and I mean lots of reports of people that have seen something like this. And either they lose somebody, they found somebody that has lost somebody, or after encountering it, officers that they report it to tell them that, yeah, sometimes the deer out there can look a little freaky, and refuse to acknowledge that it's real. There's a lot of cases like that. But the Leeds Devil is actually the 13th child in the Leeds family. And I believe it is... I could be wrong. But I think that's a thing in The Witcher. It's the 7th child or something like that, or the 7th thing, or the 13th child, 13th thing. Common in a lot of European folklore. And again, this isn't America, but it's on the eastern side of America, which takes a lot of its history of folklore is derived from things that were told in the homeland of Europe and like various other places like England, Wales, Ireland, France, Germany, all these other places over in Europe. And it is brought to the West with those families that moved there, and they relate things to other things that are there, and stories mixed together. That's how we got like the modern interpretation of the Wendy Nope, right? With it having the deer head, right? That's not what it looks like according to Native Americans. But the story has been so intertwined with European folklore of creatures that go bump in the night and have things like that, in relations to various forms of fae, that they changed what it looks like for the majority of people that know what it is, right? And it was popularized again by Stephen King with Pet Sematary. Story I once read was Humans Can Lick Too, urban legend, that upset me because that has nothing to do with the Jersey Devil. Nani? That is a little concerning. I don't know if I want to look into that. Yeah, so the Jersey Devil was first reported seen in 1909, I believe. Yeah, prior to the early 1900s and before the series of reported sightings of the creature during 1909. Yeah. See, I have a little bit of knowledge on this thing. The Jersey Devil was referred to as the Leeds Devil or the Devil Leeds, either in connection with the local Leeds family or the eponymous southern New Jersey town, Leeds Point. Mother Leeds has been identified as by some as Deborah Leeds, on grounds that Deborah Leeds' husband, Japhet Leeds, named 12 children in the will he wrote during 1736, which is compatible with the legend. Deborah and Japhet Leeds also lived in the Leeds Point section of what is now Atlantic County, New Jersey, which is commonly the location of the Jersey Devil story. Wait, is this prior? This is 1700s. Okay, so there were sightings in 1909. Okay, so I don't know everything. Okay. You don't know that urban legend? I've possibly heard about it, but it's not ringing a bell at the moment. Okay, according to popular folklore, the Jersey Devil originated with a Pine Barrens resident named Jane Leeds, known as Mother Leeds. The legend states that Mother Leeds had 12 children and, after finding she was pregnant for the 13th time, cursed the child in frustration, crying that the child would be the devil. In 1735, Mother Leeds was in labor on a stormy night while her friends gathered around her. Born as a normal child, the 13th child changed to a creature with hooves, a goat's head, bat wings, and a forked tail. Growling and screaming, the child beat everyone with its tail before flying up the chimney and heading into the pines. In some versions of the tale, Mother Leeds was supposedly a witch and the child's father was the devil himself. Some versions of the legend also state that there was a subsequent attempt by local clergymen to exorcise the creature from Pine Barrens. So, apparently it was 1700s. There's a lot of people with a fucking last name Leeds looking at this Wikipedia page. So 1700s, I guess, does sort of make sense. That is right around the time of, the American Revolution. So shit was going on. There was actually trees that were really big. That is something that really bothers me. Chances are, every single one of us that is here right now will never see what is known as a mother tree. You know how in school we were shown pictures of people from like the 1800s and before, or not 18, yeah, maybe 18. When was the first camera made? 1800s? 1890s? 1880s? First ever camera. The first photographic camera developed for commercial manufacture was a daguerreotype camera built by Alphonse Guéraud in 1839. Yeah, 1800s. Okay. So the pictures that we've seen from the 1800s, okay, of those giant trees, right? And it's cut down and you've got like 8 guys all sitting on the stump and they don't even take up the whole stump, just on one side of it, right? Those are mother trees, sacred to Native Americans, all right? Obviously, nearly all of them are gone because we've cut down so many of our forests. I'm sure that there are probably still mother trees in super rural areas, like maybe like the Congo rainforest type shit. Maybe in like super barren, not like far away type areas. So like maybe deep in the woods of Canada and Appalachia Appalachia in America, but in Canada as well. Maybe like anywhere that has rainforests potentially. And I would say possibly somewhere in Russia. And actually, maybe not so much, maybe China, but possibly in Japan. I don't know about Korea. I don't know much about their rural lands. I would assume it's similar enough, because they're also an island, or technically an island. They're not, but they are. The girl who's home alone keeps getting, drip, drip, drip. Yeah. That's different. We have different version of that here in Canada called drip, drip, drip. Of which she thinks that she's hearing drip, drip, drip. And she's petting the head of the dog every time she goes to bed, because she hears water dripping. And then she goes and checks the sink in the bathroom on the main floor, or in the sink in the bathroom. Because she's on the second floor, and goes back to bed and pets her dog. And then she hears it again. So she goes and checks the sink in the kitchen downstairs. Doesn't see it, right? And then no water. So she goes back to bed, pets her dog, and then she goes, here's drip, drip, drip once more. So she goes down to the basement, and she ends up finding her dead dog in the basement, killed, hanging from the ceiling, or the wall, or whatever the iteration of the story is. And then she goes, who was I just petting? And then she like calls the police, or she calls her dad, depending on who's telling the story, saying it. And then they discover that there was a man under her bed that she was petting. Yeah. Different iteration of the story, but yes. Not at all remotely related to the Jersey Devil, but yes. All right. But yeah, so the Jersey Devil is I don't know if we can't really call it a cryptid. Yeah, there's so many different iterations of it too. But we call it drip, drip, drip. But yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we've had this discussion before. But I don't think the Jersey Devil would really count as a cryptid. It would be a supernatural being, of which sort of, I guess, cryptids could fit in that as well. But like, cryptozoology is the study of animals that we cannot or have not proven are real. So Bigfoot is a cryptid. However, so was the lowland mountain gorilla. So was the platypus. So was the kangaroo. But they were removed from cryptozoology when we fully discovered them. So, they're no longer cryptids. They're just part of basic zoology. But yes, that is I don't know, I guess we could probably call it a cryptid. It is an animal. Like, humans, in theory, would be considered animals, so... But this is more akin to an actual demonic being, right? It's a transformed human. Why she would curse her child for getting pregnant the 13th time? Like, bitch, you did it without a condom? Like, there's been condoms for hundreds of years. That's on you. Tell them to pull out, dude. Or use your fucking mouth. But whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, the Jersey Devil is a very interesting creature. I don't know a whole lot about it. But essentially, it looks like a weird goat thing that's like very, very emaciated and has wings. So, and it's on its hind legs standing. It's not cool to look at. There is a a drawing of it from the Philadelphia Bulletin from January of 1909. And it is on Wikipedia as the first image that you see of it. And then it also shows the house of the people of the picture taken in 1937. Yeah. I'm not a... There's a lot of hoax stuff too, apparently. Yeah. Apparently a man had admitted to faking some of the footprints of the Jersey Devil back from 1909. So there are obviously gonna be hoaxes of anything that is popular. Like, people hoax Bigfoot prints all the fucking time just so they can potentially be, hey. But the main thing is, it's pretty easy to tell if a Bigfoot print is real or not. If you know, like, anything about how, like, feet are. Like, there's certain divots that your foot would have. It's not, like, gonna be a complete flat foot, and if it does, there's still pressure from where bones would be. You can have the shape right, but the imprint and the depth of the actual, like, cast would be noticeable, right? There'd be creasing. So, that is a thing, though. People do often fake stuff in order to get attention. I had a book on these kinds of monsters. I loved it. Just wish the book didn't smell horrible. I would gag after each page. That sucks. Ugh, that's nasty. Absolutely fucking disgusting. I remember I was... when I was very little, I was maybe, I want to say 7, 8, 9 years old. Did you guys have scholastic book fairs at your schools? Where, like, it was like books or whatever, and then it was like, oh my god, we gotta go buy books, yay! You know, like, did you guys ever get that? Yeah? Okay. So I remember the one year at the Scholastic Book Fair, there was a book, and it was on monsters. And I was like, monsters? I like monsters. This was before I had my encounter with Buddy, by the way. Alright? Long before my first encounter with Buddy. Right? Like, about it, like, a year to 2 years before it. And I was like, I need this book. I need it. I don't know if I still have it. I probably don't. But it was like, it had a really decent amount of information. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can find it really quick. I want to see if I can... Let's see if I can find it on Google. Scholastic Canada. And then... monster book. I will know it the second I see it. It was a strangely shaped book, but like it had a bunch of information on different cryptids, believe it or not, actually. Different aliens. The chupacabra was in there. Wyverns were in there, and dragons, so it showed you the different, like what they meant, like how they were different. You know what, let's put on... I just put on a playlist of music instead of like an actual album. How about some corpse mashups? Let's listen to those. Alright, I will find it. I can guarantee you that I will find it. But it was so cool. It taught me so many things. It was probably what got me super interested in all this. And like it had the Yeti and Bigfoot separate because, believe it or not, they are different. It's like calling, you know, a gorilla and a chimpanzee the same. They're both primates. You know? Both primates. Primate. But they're different, obviously. But they're similar enough in story, right? That you would be like, oh, cool. That looks close. Oh, it had like werewolves and stuff in it too. Like, it probably is what got me into wanting to look into cryptids and shit as a kid. And chances are, if I do still have it, it would be in with like an old like bin of like toys and shit from when I was a kid that my mom probably still has, because of course my mom does. Fearsome beasts? This looks similar enough to it. But this is not it. Huh. Also, what's really funny about the awful smelling book, every book they produced from that company always smelled horrible. It's the only book company I wanted to read as a kid. I suffered it. Jesus. Something wrong with you, man. I gotta be able to find it in this. I'll just call it Scholastic Monster Book instead of Scholastic Canada. Oh, I found it right there! It's the first thing. Mythical monsters. The scariest creatures from legends, books, and movies. Alright. Alright. So, we'll look up, let's see if I can just, like, find a PDF of it. So, mythical... Oh. What the fuck is this song? Monsters. Full book PDF. What the hell are we listening to? I'm changing that. Oh, this is a good one. So book fair days were always absolute best days. They were good days. Can read it online maybe? Alright, is this it? Maybe? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Because this is gonna be insane if I... Hey! Hold up! Hey, yo! How does this website work? Copy this link in download and paste in new tab to download or read this book. Wait, what? That seems sketchy as all hell. No, thank you. Click link in the comment below and download or read the book online. You know what? Let's see if I get a Trojan. Who's stealing all my info? Read now. Allure. Wait, what? uBlock origin has prevented the following page from loading. Router.allure. This is an IP logger. No thanks. That is an IP logger. Bro. The episode where trash gets a virus? No, that could have been a lot worse. That was an IP logger. That was my personal location and everything. Oh man, people are like, oh, don't get ad blockers and stuff. No, it's not just an ad blocker. It's a full fucking blocker. Man. Alright. Dear God, yeah. I just want to read a book. Come on, man. Why are you not letting me read the book? I can buy it for $5. Alright, let's see if I can just find it. amberbooks.co.uk. Alright. It has pages, so that means that it's probably got the whole book on here. Hey! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh wait, hold up. It's not the whole book, is it? No, it's 5 pages. Damn it. We were so close. Alright, but here's the page I wanted to find anyways. The Jersey Devil page. Alright, I found it. Fuck. Why do you have to be so small? Alright, let's see. I can get a hardcover for $19.95. Yeah, that is not helpful at all. That is so small. Alright, damn it. I'm gonna do this, man. I'll fucking front you $5 for it. I don't need it. I've probably got it somewhere. But there's different books of it that I didn't know were there. I do not like the fact that they called the Headless Horseman they just called it the Headless Horseman and not the Dullahan, but you know, whatever. But they got like trolls and stuff. I remember reading all these pages. But there was one page that really fucked with me. Oh, and it had the Mothman in it too. And I fucking love how cool the Mothman looks in this image. Alright, here. I can share my screen if I do this. And then I go... this. Look at how cool this looks! This was the book's depiction of Mothman. Like, hold on, let me swap to this for a second, then I'll just oh wait, no, I don't want that one. I want this. Yes, yes. Like, look at it. It's so cool. Bro, I had that book. Hey, homie, how you doing? What you talking about? This, we're trying to get this book. I found I could buy it for $5. I found I tried finding it online, the PDF, and I discovered that it was an IP logger that it was trying to give me, and I was like, no thank you. Nah. But like, look at this, it's so cool. And I like that I had little details like wings. These had a span of about 9 feet 10 inches, 3 meters, but no one could say if they were feathered or bat-like, right? But the depiction was feathered, and it looked so dope because you always just saw it as moth wings. But the feathers. I remember the Chupacabra in that book was some bright blue demon weirdo. Yeah. But like there was one in this that always gave me nightmares. Like this was before I my brain shut off with all my emotions when I was 9. Like I was like 7 or 8 years old. Okay, and obviously still had a fear response because my brain worked. So like this book terrified me. But it's like, body. Most eyewitnesses agreed that Mothman's body was gray. Some thought it was wrinkled as well, right? So they just made it like a human rib cage and whatnot, but they made him like kind of buff. Like, he got abs? Okay. But like face and eyes, the eyes were so big and red, no other features were visible. Mothman never attacked anyone, but some people said its stare made their own eyes sore for days afterwards. And then it shows you where in the world it was, right? It gives you the actual size to the average adult male, okay? An illustration. This book was fucking phenomenal. I loved this book so much. And then it had like little did you know stuff. Many other countries have traditions of bird-like creatures that creates disaster, right? So it's just like little things like that. Men only wish they had a pole that Mothman has, right? Damn right we do, man. Alright. So let me see if I can find more. Do they have any other stuff of this? There was the black dog. I think it was the black dog that messed me up because I saw Cujo. Here, let me. But like this right here, that fucked me up as a kid because I just watched Cujo and it fucked me up. I remember one thing in that book was some weird African demon with a hole in its forehead. Oh, the Tokoloshi. Yeah. Tokoloshi is absolutely fucking terrifying. Dude, the black dog. The black dog isn't even bad though. That's the funny thing. The black dog is not bad. Well, actually, no, that's inaccurate. That's very inaccurate. In England, there's like 5 different types of black dog. But yeah, the Tokoloshi. I remember this. I remember this so much. Jersey Devil in that book, go fuck yourself. Yeah. No, I didn't like that. That was creepy to look at. Like, I didn't like that at all. Cerberus, I thought looked cool. And then it shows like a depiction of death. Of which I don't really see why looking at it now as an adult. But at the time. But this is the Chupacabra that he was talking about. Of which is a very stylistic take on it. But it is accurate at the same time because they said it was either blue or gray. And to make it stand out in the book, obviously they're going to make it blue, right? Just assume this as gray though, okay? But this is a very accurate description that some people have given of it, of which when you stare at it a little bit longer, you can kind of see like a fox or a coyote with mange in a way. The body structure and all that, how it would have all like the veins, and if it was gray, you know. Fenris was badass. Yeah, there's that blue fucker. Yeah. That Fenrir? Or Fenris? Is Fenris on this? I don't know what this is. This wasn't in the one that I had. This must be from another book. As was this. This isn't the wyvern image that was in my book. And I didn't see any of this sandwalker thing either. But yeah, the Tokoloshi. This one really. Fuck God. What the fuck? Open image in new tab. This thing was really fucking creepy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't recognize any of those either. Yeah, I believe there's 3 different books. Not my monster book. Hashtag not my monster. But yeah, so it was even like classified in different things, like ancient legend / folklore, right? Hate me, but you love me, low key. Wanna date me, but you help me. All right. So eyes. The eyes of a Tokoloshi have been gouged out, but it uses its other senses to find its way around. The body, the withered and gray, the body of a Tokoloshi is far smaller than the corpse from which it was made. Skull hole. The skull of a Tokoloshi has a big hole made by a red-hot metal rod, such as a poker. The special power of heat plays a vital part in Zulu magic. This motherfucker is Zulu shit, alright? Like Shaka Zulu, as in like warrior fucking dude, alright? This is like South Africa, like don't fuck with this shit, alright? This, I don't fuck with anything. Alright, here, look at this, alright? We're gonna zoom in, alright? Not at this motherfucker too much, but you see this continent right here? Oh wait, hold on, one of my things, my sound alerts isn't working. I can see the thing there. Sound alerts. Refresh. Alert box. Refresh, because if that one's messed up, all of them are. Okay, so as I was saying, when it comes to anything supernatural, paranormal, anything, I don't fuck with anything from this continent. I love studying it. I will not fuck with it. I will not touch it. I will not get within, like, anywhere near this shit. Alright? No. That is well beyond any form of magic that you have in Europe and America or any... No. Fuck that. Nothing compares to any form of African magic. I will not touch that with a 1,000-foot pole. Alright? No siree. I like studying it. I like learning about it. I will not touch it. Fuck that. Okay? I respect it greatly, but I will not go anywhere near it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to, like, no. I would love to talk with somebody about it, like someone that actually practices it. It is a lot of very closed practice, though. There are some things that they can open up, but this is where a lot of hoodoo and voodoo comes from. And that is not something that I want to discuss, usually, because I don't understand how it works. I like learning about it, but it's not necessarily something that you want to learn about, right? And I don't have the ability to commune with spirits like other people do. I don't talk to deities. We used to summon them and trap them in certain areas so that we could learn things from them with the vampiric group that I was in. However, that was also controlled and had an entire circle of people communing their energy, using a fire energy, alright, and reflecting that around with obsidian mirrors, okay? So if it tried to escape, it was sucked into an obsidian mirror, or and then we also had amethysts around us to keep everything trapped within that, like, area. So everything was trapped, right? We controlled things, respected it, but we controlled what it could do. I don't just, like, allow a deity to speak to me type thing, right? Because I don't have the ability to receive that. I'm sure that if there was one they wanted to, they would find a way. But I am not so lucky as to have that. All right. But, yeah. So anything in Africa, if anyone's like, can you help me? I was cursed by some, say that you had, like, somebody pissed off somebody that was from Africa. And that person had cursed them. And they asked if I could help. I would say, I'm fucking sorry. No. I will not. I'm not having that shit come onto me. I'm sorry, you're fucked. You gotta go find someone that's of African or Haitian descent to help you, because fuck that. I am not helping. Like, I could not dispel anything they do. Their shit is so much more powerful than anything I could ever even attempt to do. And I've met only 3 people that have energy higher than me. Like, fuck that. Or not higher, but, like, more potent than me. I have a very low energy reserve. But, like, I never meet anyone that's stronger than me. I met one recently, and she has a way higher energy reserve, too. But she doesn't know how to use it, and she doesn't even realize that she has it, so that was kind of neat. Yeah, going back to the actual 𝐂𝐴𝐤 itself, 𝐂𝐴𝐤 have been reported throughout southern Africa, but they are most active in KwaZulu/Natal and Zulu province in western South Africa. However, no area is safe from the fiends. Once a 𝐂𝐴𝐤 has been created, no one can know for sure where it may turn up. And, like, it has, like, the actual size of the thing, right? And then, you know, shit like this. And it has, like, I like the illustrations. They were, like, really well done, right? Obviously, that's the face is her being afraid, so it's whatever. But, like, look at the shading and stuff. Like, they were all really well done. But yeah, a woman has had an argument with it. It's just like an example for some of them, right? One sec. A woman has had an argument with a tribal elder and will pay the price. She arrives home to find a 𝐂𝐴𝐤 waiting. The diminutive creature leaps on the terrified victim, beating her with supernatural strength. The victim knows her bed is a haven from the horror. The bedstead is propped up on bricks that are wrapped in old paper, an ancient ploy against the fiend. The woman leaps onto the bedcloth, safe from the attack but powerless to protect her home. The 𝐂𝐴𝐤 rampages through her home, smashing her possessions with demonic delight. So that is something that I had not remembered from when I read this as a kid, right? Apparently, in some African beliefs, right, bricks being wrapped in old paper keeps things away. I didn't know that. There's probably symbolism behind it, but this is more than likely written by a white guy that didn't fully understand it himself, right? And then it gives, like, a description of what the thing is, and it is invisible to everyone else around. Like, goddamn, only one person is cursed to see the 𝐂𝐴𝐤? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. This is sold as a school book, by the way. 𝐂𝐴𝐤s have a strong dislike of school children, and will often scribble on their school books or destroy their homework to get them into trouble with their teachers. God damn it. Yeah, this book was an amazing thing for me as a kid, because it taught me so much. What the fuck is this? 𝐂𝐴𝐤? What the fuck? That's a weird looking motherfucker. Alright, but yeah, like, this book was, I gotta get a copy of this book again at some point. Oh, the basilisk, the way that explained this one was really cool too. Like, it's a very different take on the basilisk. But like, I like this. A fresh source of terror is about to emerge into the world. A toad has carefully tended a strange egg abandoned in a grassy field. The warty amphibian watches as first cracks, then a hole appear in the shell. Soon a bird-like head pops out, but this is no fluffy, harmless chick. Moments later, the toad keels over, stone dead. It is the first victim of the new basilisk's deadly gaze. Man, Jesus fuck, I didn't realize basilisks were meant to be that huge. Yeah! They're big boys. Look at this. Look at this. Big boy. Right? And like obviously there's different depictions of basilisks, right? There's like the one from Harry Potter, right? Where it's just a serpent. And there's other ones where it's like a bird-like creature. I remember when I was probably around 11 years old, maybe 12. I was at my aunt's house. I want to say I was 12. There was a movie on. I don't remember the movie. I don't remember anything about it or any actors in it. I just remember that it was about a basilisk in modern day. So that was kind of fucking neat. But yeah. And, oh, like, look at this thing. That's kind of weird looking. But I absolutely loved seeing all this stuff. The Minotaur! I remember reading this one too. That one was, what the hell is this? Werebears! Werebears! Okay, I haven't seen this page before. This is probably from one of the other books. Alright, the werebear is related to the werewolf, is it? It's just lycanthropy. But it's even more fearsome. Many countries that were home to bears also had folktales of werebears. They were strong and powerful, with signs of human intelligence and sometimes the skills to use weapons. In Norse history, the berserkers were a group of warriors who wore bearskins and fought so wildly that they were thought to be werebears. Like werewolves, werebears only transform at certain times, usually linked to the phases of the moon. They often show signs of extreme tiredness once they return to their human state. This is not a very good comparison. Like, what the fuck is this? This book clearly wasn't as good as the other one. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Where in the world? Where in the world? Guys, where in the world? Worldwide! Werebears are Mr. Worldwide! Oh! Oh, God. Yes. That book clearly wasn't as good as the other one. Is this Spring Heel Jack? The Wolf Man? The Wolf Man, really? Is this just one from Movie Monsters? Oh, okay. It's a Movie Monster one. I was gonna say, really? The Wolf Man? That's a movie monster. It's not an actual man. But yeah, I remember this book. Like, I loved this book so much, man. What the fuck is this? 𝐿𝐵𝐷𝐿𝐵𝐷𝐿? What? What is this? All of this is in English, so what is this? 𝐿𝐵𝐷𝐿𝐵𝐷𝐿. I used to love the old Victorian ghost stories, like Spring Heel Jack and stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought that one was at first, and then I saw it. Yo, there was one with an adlet in it? Whoa! Okay, for those that don't know, the adlet is the coolest fucking thing, okay? I love the story of the adlet, alright? It is an Inuit story, alright? The Inuit of Canada, obviously. I guess Alaska technically has them too. But, yeah, like, the adlet is like... So, essentially, there was this woman, and she was supposed to marry another man or some shit. She didn't want to, and then I guess she ended up having a child with her dogs? Or a dog? And then she had 6 children. I think it was 6. 3 were human, and 3 were dog humans. And then she took the dog humans to go out and live in the wilderness type thing and, like, sent them off. And if you look at the overlapping range of where the adlet sightings were supposed to be, And then where you see dogman sightings, like the Michigan dogman and the dogman sightings of Ontario, there is so much overlap of the adlet and the dogman. It is fucking insane. It's such a good little like rabbit hole to go down. Also, I love how my shading is looking at this angle. This looks fucking cool. I like this. But like, was the Yowie? Oh, I wonder if it's in here. I wonder if it's in here. Oh, the Oni. Yeah, I remember reading this too. This was like so much of my childhood I'm getting flashbacks to. This was also in that book. In that same one, but it wasn't the cover. Alright, let's see if we can find the Yowie in here. I have no idea what that is, but that's fucking freaky. Is this how they drew the wyvern in it? Maybe. You know what? Let's just look. Yeah, this thing. This is one of the things that freaked me out too. So this was definitely a fucking creepy one. I think this one was the one that was on the back of my book like this. I think that was the one that was on the back of my book. Cause like they all had different ones on the back. Looked like a saber-tooth orangutan. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Nope. Yeah, this thing's fucking spooky, dude. Wait, it's on the wiki? Hold on, this book has a wiki? Ayo. Oh no, it's just showing that depiction from that book. Okay. I was gonna say this book has a fucking wiki. That's all we need. Yeah, I'll get that off of there. Though I am interested. Where is the Yowie from? Because that wasn't the full page. Yowie is one of several names for an Australian folklore entity reputed to live in the outback. The creature has its roots in Aboriginal oral history. Yowie-type creatures are common in Aboriginal Australian legends, particularly in eastern Australian states. Well, shit. What's this image? Let's see. Yep, that looks like it to me. Fuck that. Alright. What other stuff was in this book? This was on one of the first pages in my book. Because this says like 26, 27, but this is on one of the first pages for me. Bigfoot! Hell yeah. Alright, hold up. Is there a bigger version that I can look at? No, just the tiny one? Yeah, just the tiny one. Alright. Hold up. We'll find it. Search image with Google Lens to see if we find something. Ayo, will this lead to more? Nope. Whole page, bro. Nope. Damn. I was really hoping they would give us a full page of that one. I really liked that page. Because they explained that there was different ones over here and compared them to like the actual like gorillas that we've got and like the size and stature and how they're different. Because I believe this right here was Yeti, which had its own page as well. So it was pretty cool. Like this was such a good book. I need to get a copy of this book again or find mine. There was other demon dog in there. The one with one eye. A one-eyed dog in it. Are you huh? No, you've got to be right. There's no way that you're wrong about that. Because that almost feels like it's ringing a bell. Let's see. We got to be able to find it. The Reptoid Alien. I remember looking at this page too. Like this was something I was like, hey yo. I think Godzilla was also in mine because I remember this image. Like I read this book so many times. Was it the Hellhound or something? I don't think so. Maybe. What the hell? The Bunyip. Mine didn't have the Bunyip in it. They had one with a Bunyip in it? Hey yo. Bro, I need to buy this guy's entire collection. Cyclops, I remember this. Yeah. What is this? Frankenstein's I think mine had movie monsters in it too, though. I remember having Godzilla and Frankenstein's monster in mine. Like, I had a thick-ass book. The Wolf from Three Little Pigs. Mine didn't have that in it. I don't know what that is, but... Flying Monkeys. Mine didn't have that. Mine had the Harpy, though. I gotta just buy this guy's whole fucking collection. Has Saruman in one? Holy shit. Yeah, I remember this page. The Giants. Alright. Mine had Godzilla and Kong. Yeah, mine too. I think it had a movie monster chapter. Yeah. The fuck is this? Shelob? I have no idea what that is. Mine didn't have that. 𝐂𝐡𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐴? I have no idea what a 𝐂𝐡𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐴 is. Hey, yo, it's a bigger image. Hey. Yeah. So it even showed that there is a difference. This one has less fur on the front of it. This one has thicker fur and a thinner head. And then it says Gigantopithecus, which is a prehistoric monkey, right? Well, great ape, but like they're dead, right? But like, yeah, that's actually showing that, like, yeah, they're only like 7 feet tall, but they can be much bigger. Like, I like the depictions that they made though. Like, this is a very accurate description that so many people have given, right? Where it's still humanoid-ish, right? But Bigfoot measures more than 3 foot 3 inches wide and has a stooping posture and broad sloping shoulders. Its weight is estimated at 400 to 440 pounds. Like, my mans. Yeah, where in the world? More than 400 reports of Bigfoot sightings come from the West Coast Americas states of California, Oregon, and Washington, and from the Canadian province of British Columbia. Other sightings have been reported from almost every part of Canada and the USA. Your new avatar looks dope, by the way. New avatar? What you mean new avatar? New? Girl, what? Oh, are you talking about the fact that I'm the Shota one right now? I'm just cute. That's all I'm doing. I'm just being small. I'm being small. You like the fact that I'm small? How about now that I'm fucking big? Ah! Small bean? I'm big bean. I'm big as fuck, bitch. Oh, is there a new shader on it? So here's the funny thing. Here, I'll just show you. It's VC face effect, and I have 2 instances of VC face open. That's all. That's all. I have one with the effect on and one without it. And then I have the one on the right set to a lower, like the opacity is down on it. So, yeah, it's an effect. But this is generally the idea of what I want to do with the shader I've got that I'm fucking around with in Unity. I'm gonna be making it like more of a like manga style shading, because like I want it to look sort of like that, like how my face is this way, but like for all shading. So reminds me of 3D version of gorillas. You'd fit right in. Oh god. Hey. But no, like my plan is to get that shader working correctly, because I want to have like this very like manga and anime kind of like shading lines kind of detail. That's what I'm aiming for. Because like, I mean, this looks fine without having the shader on, but I like it. I just want to have like that really cool kind of like I'm from an anime or manga kind of style. And at some point I'm gonna get like a professionally done model, and I will see about getting that shader correct, because once I have that shader correct, I plan to like make a YouTube tutorial on it. Be like, hey, take your model, whether it be VRoid or whatever, and if you can convert it into Unity, you take that, right? Because chances are you're gonna need like a VRM model if you're using VC Face, right? So you take it, convert from VRM using this plugin, add this shader, I set it to these settings, re-export it as a VRM, and then you're able to use it. And I've already got it sort of figured out, but like I need to fix a couple things, then my VR chat model will be fixed. So once I get it working in VR chat, people are like, oh yeah, that looks good. I'll be like, dope. Now to reconvert it and toss it as a VRM into VC Face, and then I'm like, hey. But currently I know where I messed up. I just messed up 1 decimal point. I've just been too lazy to hop back in Unity and do it, so I haven't. But yeah. All right. What other cryptids should we talk about? What else? Man, I cannot believe that we somehow got onto. Oh, I remember this. Hold up. This page was so freaky. Don't mind that I'm still big. Hello. But this page was so weird. I didn't like him. Oh, fuck that guy. Boogeyman. That one literally made me feel so uncomfortable. Like, the Boogeyman of all things is what made me uncomfortable, because, you know, it's the fucking Boogeyman. Yeah, that's the image of the Yeti I remember. But these are the cards, apparently? Weird and Wild Creatures fandom. Yo, they had a card game thing? What? Hold up. Knowledge cards. We're going down a rabbit hole. Nightmares of Nature, what are you? What is this little dude? The second group of Weird and Wild Creatures set group covers the animals that are fierce and often dangerous. This group represents by the color green. It's a Tasmanian devil. Huh. Monster Mania. Monsters of the Mind. Ooh, what's this guy? What are you? Yo, hey yo, they had a goat man, what? That is not at all what the goat man looks like. Do not let this deceive you. Hold on, allow me to go to this real quick. That's not what I want. This. Back over to this. My music has stopped. Okay. This is not what the goat man look like. This is not the goat man. Half goat and half man. No, that's not what the goat man is. So obviously some of this is inaccurate, but it's a good introductory for kids to get into spooky stuff. Wyvern. Yeah, that's the image that mine had in the book. Yeah, and I remember seeing that. They had attack and defense? It was an actual card game? They weren't just trading cards, it was a card game? With fiery breath and a swipe of its muscular tail, the wyvern could cause rampant destruction wherever it went. This dragon terrorized medieval villages and snapped up citizens with its huge jaws. Life 200 points. Say what? Wyverns fly into a rage when they see the color red. Attack 10. Defense 10. What the fuck? Bro, I'm googling this book. The Manticore and Sphinx 2? Yo, it had Manticore? Ayo? It would have to be in this one, right? They have Wendy Nope. You did so good for so many. Frontier Hannibal Lecter? The amount of disappointment this book series has just, or these cards, I guess, have just given me. This is... Alright, you know what? Let's take it as it is. Let's see the information. Let's ignore the depiction. Let's take the information, okay? Heart of... Good start. Good fucking start. Heart of Ice. The Wendy Nope's heart is clearly visible through its chest. Incorrect. A good start, though. It is a heart of ice. Cold and blue, the organ pumps icy blood through the creature's veins. Only shattering this heart with a silver stake can stop the beast. Oh, you're so close. So close. Yes, it does pump icy blood through the creature's body. Yes, the heart is made out of ice and is blue. Shattering the heart is correct, but you don't have to have a silver stake. You can use a wooden stake, a silver bullet, or an object made of silver, or an object, or generally bullets are usually the best for that, but like a silver axe, a silver sword, a silver dagger, silver, all right? Or a weapon that has been tipped, and whatever part is going to hit the heart, tipped with white ash from the ash tree. I found the one-eyed dog. It was the Black Shook, but it was from a different book. Ah. It's so close, though. That is so close on the information. All right. Creature features. Name. Comes from the Algonquin Indian word... Why would you write it in there? Which means evil spirit. It means cold one, actually. But, yes. Body parts. Thin body, yes. Deformed teeth. That's debatable. Sharp claws, accurate. Icy heart, that is correct, yeah. Where? Canada and the northern United States. Correct. Legendary origin, Native American folklore. Correct. All right. In the frigid northern regions of North America, legend tell of a man-eating monster that prowls the snowy forests. The Wendy Nope stalks its victim silently from behind, disappearing if the prey turns around. Some of the strongest Wendy Nopes, why did you add an E, have the power to summon wild beasts to help in attacks or even the ability to control the weather. That is correct. That is correct. Yeah. Okay. Want me to DM you the picture? Maybe you had the other book. Yeah, why not? Why not? Sure. Yeah, why not? You got my Discord. All right. So yeah, that is correct. They can change the weather and they can control animals. Yes, technically, they stalk the victims from behind. But they're more for corralling you. They use ventriloquism, essentially, in order to draw you in certain directions, so you go right towards them. That's only if they're able to get you unnerved enough that you are willing to do things. Alright, Ugly Mug. The Wendy Nope's body is haggardly thin, correct, and its face is disfigured. I wouldn't say disfigured. Gaunt. It'd be gaunt. All of the fat would be gone. And it would be pulled tight. but I wouldn't say disfigured. You'd still be able to recognize it if you knew the person well enough. The monster uses a sharp, distorted teeth to bite through the flesh of his victim. I mean, I wouldn't say that, again, distorted. No, like, they're just sharp teeth. They're still mostly human teeth, actually. The canines would more than likely elongate, and over time, it would probably file its teeth, because, again, they do have sentience. Alright. Let's see. So, is the Wendy Nope in Until Dawn? Yes! That is a damn near perfect depiction of what they would be. It has a few things off, but it's very accurate. It is the most accurate depiction of a Wendy Nope I have seen, ever. According to the myths passed along by Native Americans from the North, the Wendy Nope is a monster that eats only human flesh. Kind of. It will eat other things. But its primary prey is human. But it will eat other things. Like, if you were to put, say, a chimpanzee around it, it would eat that. It has a preference for humanoid-like things. Not their own, though. Alright. And it will eat, like, deer, moose, bears, whatever it can get its hands on. But it generally will go after humans because that's its favorite prey. You know how you like your own sweets and whatnot? That is its primary food, and the one that gives it the most nutrition. It also has an ungodly hunger that does not end. But they are not stupid, and they will allow that hunger to still fester if they believe that they're going to be caught, right? They don't want a large amount of adversary because one ant, not a big deal. 1,000,000 ants, big deal, right? All right. Settlers in India... Not the correct word, as a Indian myself, I guess. But, yeah, you know. They might as well have just said redskin, okay? Like, they should have just called us redskins at that point. Alright. Settlers and natives often became isolated in freezing regions of North America, and sometimes had to resort to cannibalism to survive. Legend has it that when people eat human meat, an evil spirit enters their body, kills them, and then brings them back to life with a craving for human flesh. Thus the Wendy Nope is born, and sets off into the woods in an unending search for its only prey. Accurate until that second last word. But yes. Okay. And Elemental. Again, this is like that card game thing, but, alright. Elemental. Wendy Nopes. Why do they add the E? There's no E. What do they... Okay. Wendy Nopes are said to have several supernatural powers at their fingertips. They move like the wind, yes, and some can summon wild animals to help them attack victims. Thank you for saying some. Okay, not all of them have that ability. That is just a believed thing from certain tribes. So thank you. The most powerful Wendy Nopes can even control snow, wind, and water to create blizzards and floods. I wouldn't say flooding, but definitely they can control blizzards. Alright. That is one of the things that is brought upon it. Mental monster. Algonquin natives and other northern tribes each had their own idea of what the Wendy Nope was. Exactly. That is correct. Many thought it was a phantom rather than a physical creature. True. Every tribe's name for the monster translates to evil spirit that eats mankind. Accurate. Or cold one that eats mankind. But yes, that is very accurate. Did you know, in 1907, a Cree Indian named Jack Fiddler was convicted of murder. This is the one I was talking about. He killed 14 people because he thought they had been possessed by the spirit of the Wendy Nope. That is accurate. The whole tribe backed him up, too. Because people had been going missing. And he went and solved the issue. Alright. And then we have our little depicted scene at the bottom. Alright. As a trapper ventures deep into woods, he is suddenly stricken with the feeling that he's being followed. He turns quickly, but the Wendy Nope that stalked him disappears. The man hears rustling bushes and snapping twigs behind him and panics. You would not hear it. You would... Someone like, that has, like, my senses, like hearing and smell, they would notice that long before you ever saw it. but like you wouldn't be hearing broken twigs and stuff. You would be hearing breathing. And that would be it. Running through the snow, the man trips over a root. The 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻 sees its chance to pounce. The man shoots at the monster, but his bullet passes straight through the 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻's heart without effect. It looks like this unlucky trapper has seen his first and last 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻. Okay, yeah, that's kind of accurate. That's kind of how that would go for you, bud. Alright, let's see what K9 sent me. Oh, yeah, that is definitely not in my book. Huh, that was not in the book I had. But, you know, that is an interesting one. Okay, they got Cthulhu in here. All right. I'm actually really liking that we should like just go through and discuss all of these. Ant-Men. Wait, what? What is this? What is this from? Okay then. You know, I wonder if they have Belial in here. They have the Skunk Ape in it? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That's not even the right colors. It's not even that's not even the right color. Bro, look at this. This is it. This is the image of the Skunk Ape that everybody knows. Okay. Okay. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. It's not even the right color. And you can tell that this is a white light hitting it because look at how illuminated all this is. Oh my god. Bro, okay. I am so happy that we found this website though. Because we can laugh at some of these things, alright? Alright, so let's see how accurate this one is. Also, welcome to chat, homie. Dr. Legacy, I appreciate you being here. We were talking about cryptid stuff that I knew off the top of my heart, and then we I'm gonna try and learn English again. Give me a moment. I brought up a book that I used to have as a kid. And then we started looking at pages from it, and then we found that it was part of like this series, and there's a card game that went with it, and we found the website for that. And yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. All right, so let's see how accurate Skunk Ape is. All right, because this is the Floridan Bigfoot, essentially, the Bayou Bigfoot, if you will. All right. Okay, that's nice. Yeah. All right. So clearly, image way off. All right. The Skunk Ape is a Bigfoot, all right? It is a primate. This clearly not a primate depiction. So for starters, that's way off. But you know, it be what it be. Let's read this side first, all right? Every year, reports come in about a stinky beast that lives deep in the darkest, densest regions of the Florida Everglades. Accurate. Some think the Skunk Ape is a relative of the legendary Bigfoot, while others think it is just a normal ape on the loose. Both very likely. Both very likely. Alright. Or just a figment of people's imaginations. No, we literally have photo evidence. The beast is thought to stand 8 feet tall and have eyes that glow in the dark. Maybe they glow. That is very uncommon for any species of any creature that is not like any, like, even in cryptozoology, no. Reflecting light, yes. Glowing eyes, that's more of like demonic type shit, spiritual stuff, Native American spirits, things like that. The Skunk Ape is a cryptid, not a demon. Very different. Alright, no mistake. Critics say the Skunk Ape is probably an orangutan. Highly possible. Based off that image that we just had, highly possible it's an orangutan. Highly, highly possible it's an escaped orangutan. Look at the mouth, alright? You can see the mouth. It clearly has, like, the lip peeled back and the gums showing. It's entirely possible that the Skunk Ape is an escaped orangutan that has been living in the bayou. Alright. That make the skunk ape huge? Yeah, but it's Bigfoot. So, you know. And how tall are orangutans? Average orangutan height. I spelled that wrong, but whatever. Let's see. Orangutans are great apes native to the rainforests of Indonesia and Malaysia. They are now found only in parts of Borneo and Sumatra. But during the... I don't care about that. Most arboreal of the great apes, the orangutans spend most of their time in trees. They have perpetually long arms and short legs. They have reddish-brown hair covering their bodies. Adult males about 75 pounds, or kilograms, 165 pounds, while females reach about 37 kilograms, 82 pounds. Dominant adult males develop distinct cheek pads and flanges that make the... Yeah. Height. Etymology, nope. Taxidermy, blah, 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 blah. Fossil record, characteristics. Orangutans display significant sexual dimorphism. Females typically stand 3 foot 9 inches and around 82 pounds. Flanged adult males stand 4 foot 6 inches. So it's double the size of the average orangutan. Looking at this image, how large would these plants be? I do not live in Florida. I do not know roughly how tall this would be. It seems extremely same as an orangutan, but apparently an orangutan is half the height of this one. So, Kat, are you here? You live in Florida. You would probably be able to identify this plant. How tall would you roughly say it is? I mean, I'm going to trust someone that actually lives there on roughly how tall those plants can get. Because obviously this isn't a lot to work off of. Because if this is a shrub, orangutan, it's like 4 foot, right? But if this plant is like 7 feet tall normally, he's hunched over. 8 feet would not be able to be outside the picture of that, you know? Because you can see that there's clearly a hunch there. And long-ass fucking arms. And to me, it looks like it's got kind of longer legs. I have never looked at the actual toes of this motherfucker. That is very clearly... What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is... It does have kind of short legs, but maybe they are like normal size? I don't know. I don't even know if Kat's even still here. But I don't know. She would probably know. Of all people, she would know. She lives in Florida. But yeah, so let's get back with this. Critics say that the skunk ape is probably an orangutan, but people who claim to have seen the beast say it stands at up to 8 feet tall and weighs around 300 pounds, which is much larger than any known ape. You sure that's not a super long arm? Right? Alright, so... Creature features. Name. Comes from its bad odor and resemblance to an orangutan. Accurate. Okay. If you see the light, it's likely they are holding it by 5 or 6 feet. Yeah, maybe. Still taller than the average orangutan, though. So, it'd be what it'd be. Body parts. Bulky body covered in orange fur. That... Not orange. Very clearly brown fur. With white right there. This is like the first image of the skunk ape ever taken. Yeah, the plants are that tall. Kat has answered. That didn't answer the question at all. I asked, are they like 4 feet or like 7 feet? Like, how tall? Come on, Kat. God damn it, woman. Alright. Where? The state of Florida, mostly in the Everglades. Accurate. Legendary origin sightings in Florida. Got the glow. Almost all reports of the skunk ape says that it has large eyes that glow red or green in the night. Photos that were taken of the beast show these eyes clearly staring into the camera. That... Red or green, okay. Red would mean that it is human-like eyes, because our eyes reflect red. Most other creatures' eyes reflect orange, yellow, green, or white. About 4 or 5 feet, sometimes 6, depending how tall it gets. So let's lowball this at 4 or 5 feet. Yeah, it's an orangutan. That would be my easiest guess. I'm a firm believer that all forms of magic and cryptozoology are able to be explained away with science. That does not change the fact that I have my own practice, and it uses a lot of spirituality. But I simply see it as I am doing something that I do not fully understand yet, but I have a grasp of it. I don't have a verbal or scientific explanation for it yet, but I might just be messing with different forms of wavelengths that other people are not more attuned to. And as such, it makes it into science, you know? Type of the field? Yeah. You can own just about any animal here, so it makes sense. Yeah. So my guess now is the skunk ape is most likely an escaped orangutan. Potentially a large one. It might have had to adapt and get larger, because maybe there was more than one that escaped, right? Maybe there was multiple. And if they were able to breed, the bayou is not a good spot for a monkey that's mostly arboreal, all right? This motherfucker's meant to be in the trees, but if there isn't the food that they need up there, they're going to go down to the ground, right? Meaning that they're going to smell like the bog, right? So they're going to need longer legs, so maybe they'll get taller. That would be my guess. So, but I'm a firm believer that just about everything that is supernatural in this world can be explained with science. It's just science that we don't know yet. Alchemy is chemistry, but it was magic for so fucking long, right? Like, that's just how it works. The rising sun in the morning and all that shit was a god to some fucking peoples in the past. They didn't understand it. Now we understand. It's a giant ball of fire that we circle around and we're rotating too. Easy peasy. Alright, let's see what the next little bit is. These fucking plants whack me in the face every time. I hate them. It's off in the chainsaw and hate me. I'm not the right one. You should wait on me, but you love me. I can't be having corpse on when I'm trying to not sing. I'm trying to talk. But I just sit there and I'm like, man, keep using your weird voices. Otherwise, you're going to use your natural one. And people are like, are you trying to sound like corpse? And I'm like, no, it's just my fucking natural voice, man. I'm just going to hide it. All right. Really big stinker. Okay. One thing that every person who has supposedly come across a skunk ape agrees upon is that the creature stinks. No shit. It's in Florida. Everything stinks. In most cases, witnesses say that they noticed a horrible odor before they saw or even heard the beast approaching. The skunk ape's smell has been compared to rotten cabbage, and monster experts think the creature might roll around in the bodies of dead animals to make itself stink, so that humans will want to stay away from it. Accurate. I mean, I would fucking do that if I didn't want people around me and I could handle it. I'm rolling in the dead. Stay the fuck away. I'm a Cabbage Patch Kid. Alright, that's what I am. Smell like rotten cabbage. Alright, roam around. Skunk ape has been seen all over the state of Florida, but is most often reported near the swampy Everglades. Some believe that the creature migrates when the seasons change in the state. That makes sense. It is an animal. And go where your food is. Yeah. Apple eater. People who regularly go into the woods to find the skunk ape tie strings of apples high across trees. When they return and the apples are gone, the people say that's proof that the beast exists, because no other animal could reach them. No other animal except for maybe a fucking bird, or a squirrel, chipmunk. You know, they'll just chew at the fucking... They aren't as dumb as you think. I mean, think about it. A squirrel can bury a nut and find it 8 months later, alright? Actually, that's really inaccurate. They lose a lot of the nuts they bury. But that's actually how a lot of trees are naturally going up. Oh my god, is that corpse talking currently? I love you, corpse. Oh man, I'm corpse. I'm fucking Walmart brand corpse, if anything. Aight, man. The face. You said, yeah, fucking me ass when I'm in the ground, Dad. Nah. Like, my voice doesn't sound anything like corpse. I just both have a deep voice with a vibration to it. That's about it. But I don't sound like corpse. Alright, that's why I'm using a higher pitched voice. Plus, I'm small right now. I want a cute voice. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to say the apple eater thing is accurate because, yeah, it would make sense if it is an arboreal monkey, you know, like a great ape that's in the trees. Yeah, he'd be able to get to him. But so would a bird. And if they're pecking at an apple, eventually it's going to come off the string. That's just easy peasy. And what corpse has been me pointing at trash. We have corpse at home. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. I didn't come here to get abused today, guys. All right. Bigfoot's cousin. Many people who believe that the skunk ape is real think that the beast is a relative of the northwestern Bigfoot. Some reports say that the skunk ape's feet measure 18 inches long and up to 10 inches wide. One person, that is fucking big. One person claims to have made a plaster cast of the skunk ape's footprints and have found a tuft of its fur or hair. The person also claims the government officials stormed into his home and took the evidence. I mean, potentially. I mean, it would make sense if they did. Did you know more than 75 sightings of the skunk ape have been reported in the past 200 years, and more come in every month? Huh. So in 200 years, 75 sightings. But now there's more every month. I mean, we have smartphones. Take pictures. This ape calls dark swamps home. Alright, well that is clearly pretty inaccurate, the depiction of it, but the information wasn't too far off. Alright, Nandy Bear. They have the Nandy Bear on here? Nani? Bro, what? I didn't expect them to have this on here. I don't know enough about this, but damn. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna change music. Oh, no, never mind. No, I'm not. Alright. The Mongolian deathworm. Ah! You know what that is right there? That's an Alaskan bullworm. These things are actually really fucking freaky. We got the Bigfoot. The Bigfoot. I want to see if they got any that, like, I would know for sure. Yeah, they got Fenrir on here, though. I remember seeing this one in my book. Big ol' Fenrir. That's a Norse thing. Alright. They have Gogmagog? Really? Okay, okay. Jormungand. You mean Jormungander? Where's the ER? Have I been saying this, spelling this wrong my whole life? Hold on. Yeah, there's an R. I knew there was an R. I know that there was an R. It's Jormungandr. Not Jormungand. Also, not at all what it looks like. It is... No. That's one of Loki's kids. Alright. The Echidna? An Echidna. Echidna. Right? Right? This is Knuckles, right? This is Knuckles. This is Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog. What? Snake Lady. Those aren't called echidnas. What the fuck are those called? What the f... I think it's a Naga, isn't it? Wouldn't it be a Naga? Yeah. What the hell? Maybe it's just the name of the character. Alright. Again, this gorgeous woman, often described as a godlike in her beauty, instead of the creepy coils, the giant serpent. Most stories, this monster has good looks while hiding in her snake-like lower body. They lure men in the caves and following the deep in the darkness as she killed and died victims. Creature feature's name comes from the ancient Greek word ekis, which means she-viper. Don't think so, but okay. Coils of a snake attached to the waist of an attractive woman in ancient Greece, ancient Greek mythology. Evil supposedly breeds evil, and is definitely the case of the kid and the monster of the head and the upper body of the beautiful woman, the lower body of the snake, given the birth of the headless dead. A kid lured men into the dark places to conceive the hunger on the human flesh. According to the legend, the offspring ravaged the world and killed thousands of people. Kid was known not just for her own evil way. BB, you caught an electro. You caught a ball in a ball. All right. Okay, so that's the name of her. Okay. But she is a Naga, right? I guess not, because those are Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. So they wouldn't be in Greek mythology. Huh. Interesting. I stuffed a ball in a ball. Okay, let's see. Sri Lanka, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines. No. Yeah, it's not even in Greek mythology. So, a 9 out of 10 gamer? A little only 21% cute today, but that's fine. BB72 and 3? Nice one, nice one. Interesting. So that must be your name, because Echidna is just, that's Knuckles. Knuckles the Echidna. Alright, Mr. Punchy Boy. Mr. Nice Cock. Alright, you know, like, yeah. Alright, let's see, what else do we got in here? Skeletal Warriors. Morgan Le Fay. This looks like fucking Germanic shit. Dark spells, she can change its shape, blah, blah, blah. Let's see where. Near Camelot in England. Oh. British legend of King Arthur. Okay. Not Germanic. My bad. Alright. Okay, please tell me that this... Okay. Do you have Dullahan anywhere on this page? Also called the Galloping Hessian. Origin American folklore. The village of Tarrytown's in New York. Tarrytown, New York. Is there... Okay. God fucking... The most famous and lasting iteration of the Dullahan figure must be the Headless Horseman featured in Washington Irving's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which is set in rural New York. The horseman takes the form of a Hessian soldier slain during the American Revolutionary War. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. God damn it. That's why they chose Headless Horseman as opposed to Dullahan. Dullahan, or Dullahan, or Dullahan, Dullagan, also called Gonsian, Kayan, I don't fucking know, it's Irish, without a head, is a type of mythological creature in Irish folklore. He is depicted as a headless rider on a black horse who carries his own head held high in his hand. Oh, let's see where the Dullahan originates. How far back? Mythology. The story of the Dullahan comes from Ireland. He's depicted as a headless horseman, black horse, blah, 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 blah. Math is usually, yeah. Give me a year. Give me a year. Give me a year. Give me a year. Give me the year. Give me a year. It is said to be the embodiment of the Celtic god Crom-Dubh. Crom-Dubh? Crom-Dubh? Age. Did it? It's it references Durarara. This is a good anime. We gotta watch this anime again soon, Kat, because I've watched it. It's such a good fucking anime. You'll love it. Yeah, Celti is a Dullahan. Come on, there's gotta be a time period it gives. Well, obviously we can tell it's from Ireland, not New York. Okay. So that's where the story originally comes from. But the most famous depiction is from fucking New York, I guess. Even though this is part of fucking Irish folklore in Europe. God damn it. Let's see what they did for golems. Come on. Hey, actually, that was in my book. That was in my book. Now, are these the Jewish golems? Or... yeah, Hebrew mythology. Yeah. So, believe it or not, golems are actually in the Tanakh. Sticky clay from a riverbank, but wood and stone can also be used to make the creature's body strong and durable. To bring one of these creatures to life, all one has to do is write a word on the golem's forehead, or etch it on a stone tablet and place it in the monster's mouth. The word of life for a golem is emeth, which means truth in Hebrew. Oh, this is a good song too. Alright. I mean, makes sense. Weren't there a shit ton of Irish immigrants around the Civil War? Yes! But the most famous one being New York and not the actual origin, that's bothersome that they didn't pick Dullahan, but instead, Headless Horseman. Nakalavi? Oh, what the fuck? What is this? What the fuck is this? I've never heard of this in my entire life. Orkney folklore. Orkney Islands and the coasts of... Yo, actually, I have heard of this. Wait, this is the beach thing, right? Yeah, water horse. Yeah. Oh, I've never seen this depiction, though. That's fucking freaky. That's fucking freaky. But yo... I don't know enough about this, but this is something we could look into. This is such a good rabbit hole to go down. We could use this as like Monday content every week. Have you seen Ruby? There was a version in there. I have not watched Ruby anything after she ended up chopping off some scorpion guy's tail. Because it just got fucking boring. This is such a fucking fun rabbit hole to go down. Like, just, okay. Hear me out on this, okay? We go back one more list. So, monsters of the past, alright? We got just a bunch of dinosaurs and shit in this, alright? Dinophilus? What is this? Oh, that's a big cat, alright? What is this? Big stork thing, okay. Ignore all that, alright? Nightmares of nature, don't really care. Toxic terrors, don't really care. Monsters of the deep, alright, let's see what's in here. We got actual things, alright. I love this boy. He's a good boy. This is my favorite shark. My favorite shark. This is my favorite shark now, by the way. Kat and I were talking about it the other day. Yeah, the whale shark is my favorite shark because he's cute. It was in that season. Oh yeah, I stopped once they cut off his tail because I just didn't have an interest to watch it after that. The whale shark is so cute though. He's my favorite. All right. So ignore that one. All right, hold on. Tiny terrors, no. Strange wonders. Let's see what these are. Leaf insects. Platypus. Hey. The platypus is actually part of cryptozoology for so long, and now it's an actual, like, animal that we acknowledge. Yeah. I might go back and rewatch Ruby one day, but not anytime soon. Alright, so let's just go to Monsters of the Mind, because obviously this is going to be talking about evolved in the imagination of humanity. Yeah, so it's going to say things that aren't proven. This is essentially covering cryptozoology. If we just go through it, go to the bottom. There is 109 things in here. That means that if we wanted to, we could go through each and every one of these and sit down and have a discussion about each of these. We can do research into them. We can pull up the Wikipedia page. Like, I can just go like this, search Google, all right? We go right to the Wikipedia page, and now we have so much to go through, all right? And then we can look up, like, other people's stories of them. We can look up how it's connected to different faiths, how, things like that, you know what I mean? We can look into how they're connected to other things, like Hound of Hades. Okay, well, let's get into who Hades is. You know, like, we could have, like, an entire discussion. And there's so many things that we could just go through. Like, go through what a rock is. These are just weird bird things, right? Giant birds, but weird bird things, right? So, like, we could just, like, go through and have, like, a discussion about each one each week. Like, or even better, I wanted to make a podcast at one point and record that, all right? I've already got enough on my plate at the moment. I'm not going to do that anytime soon. But could you imagine? Like, that is 109 episodes of shit, right? And that doesn't even get into, like, just, like, looking into other stuff that we're interested in, okay? Like, we could just go through this, and it would be so fun. It would be so fun. We could go through all of these. Talos. Nani? Oh, okay, a bronze Talos. Okay, right? Yeah. Big bronze. Talos was said to be a metallic giant made entirely of bronze. Okay, yeah, that took me a sec. I was like, Skyrim? No. They have Baba Yaga in this? Thank you for depicting it as a creepy witch lady as opposed to the actual, like, house that she lives in. But, like, yo, like, we could have, like, full-on discussions. And, oh my god, this is... Yo, this one right here, I would be so down to get, like, a native friend to talk about this one with. Like, because I don't know as much about my native culture as I would like to, but I'm sure I could get, like, a native friend to talk about this shit with me. And, like, their beliefs on it. Because this is Native American folklore. Yeah, the skies of North America. Thank you. Not all of them to talk about the fucking Thunderbird. But, you know, you can, like, go through all that. In many legends, the Thunderbird had epic battles with sperm whales? Why would you fight a sperm whale? Why? What did he do? He's just a big boy. What the fuck? I mean, I guess Moby Dick, but... Bro. I kind of want to buy all these cards, man. Accurate. But, yeah, like, this would be such a good, like, this would be so fun. Like, we just have, like, podcast type shit about it. You know what I mean? Like, I could find somebody that wants to do it with me. I know that, Keter wanted to for a while, but Ketter's probably got his own shit going on. I haven't talked to him in a while. I've tried. He's just probably super busy. Because I know about a year ago, Keter, Nacho, and I were talking about having, like, a podcast. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Nawa? How is that pronounced? East coast of Africa. Killer tabby. He's a killer tabby cat. A really big one. Sound off. Mingwa. Okay. Just imagine a giant killer tabby cat, bro. Interesting. Katablapa. Okay, so this is that thing that I didn't know what the fuck it was. Katablapa is one of... Yeah, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭. Okay. The 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 is one of the most horrible monsters of all in all mythology. Really? This beast eats poisonous plants so it can exhale smelly toxic fumes. And even worse, one look of its eyes turns any living thing into a statue of solid stone. So you're a basilisk. Thankfully, this beast can't lift up its head very high and spends most of its life dragging its noggin through muddy soil. So, okay. It can't lift its head too well, but if it looks at you... Huh. So you don't want it to look at you. It has little wings, but they look pretty worthless. Huh. It lives in Ethiopia. Okay. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna really quickly change the song, so let's go over to this one. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this kind of content. I'm thinking this is kind of fun. Alright. What other mixes do I got on here? Let's go back to this. I miss you, and I'm so sorry. I actually love this song. It's like one of my favorite songs ever. But at least now we know what the fuck the thing is. That was weird. I'm loving this stuff. Yeah, but like, would you guys want to see that? Like maybe like a podcast where it's just like we sit down and we'll just discuss one of these things? Like, I just gotta find people that want to actually like do a podcast. Like, I don't really plan on doing a podcast anytime soon, but like, if the attention is there, I do have a horror channel, and we could discuss it. It would be super cool. Also, I just realized it doesn't have Skinwalker anywhere on here. Yeah. Oh, well. I do think it's very interesting, though. They have another one that's Monster Mania. What is this? What the fuck? Swear to God, I just saw the word daddy in here. No? Okay. Oh, these aren't actually like monster cards. They're like essentially trap and magic cards in the series. Okay. Okay. Huh. Monsters of the Past. Alright. Interesting. It is definitely like a very neat idea, though, I think, to do something like that. I would love to see you on a podcast on this. Yeah, where we could just sit down and just shoot the shit and talk about stuff. That'd be so cool. And like, I don't need to like stress about nothing. We just talk. And then just let the conversation go wherever the fuck it wants. But I need like a small group of people for that. I am debating doing like a Am I the Asshole kind of reading thing on like Mondays maybe. But I don't know. Or maybe I'll do that on like VR chat days. I'll get like a group of friends and be like, all right, we're gonna have discussions. It's essentially like a podcast thing, but if am I the assholes? I think that'd be a funny thing to do. Rather than just always just chilling. Like we actually like have like, am I the asshole? I'd be down. I fucking love that subreddit. Dope. All right, so, you know, the VR chat stream this week. You want to do that, Cat? We do Am I the Asshole? Have you and some other friends and we all shoot the shit, talk about it? I'll like read them off and then we all just laugh about it, go back and forth, and then discuss. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I bet. So we'll just make it Am I the Asshole Saturdays. And then Mondays, maybe we'll do like our spooky stuff like this. Like, I'm thoroughly enjoying doing shit like this. Gotta drink some energy drink. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna bookmark this page. Yeah, content stuff, that makes sense. Keep it in that folder. Actually, you know what? I'll put it over here. Alright. Yeah, that'll work. What a strange mix of music. I don't want to listen to Green Day. I'm sorry. I love Green Day. I do not want to listen to it. Let's listen to this. Hey, yo, hold up. Hold on. I just saw a mix. What the fuck is this? Hello? What is this? Dark versions of songs? Hello? Maroon 5, Pure Imagination. There's a playlist called Dark Versions of Songs. We're gonna listen to these. I don't know what they are, but we're gonna do it. Okay. It sounds like it's just like slowed and toned down, maybe? I don't know. You'll be in a world of pure imagination. Look and you'll see to your imagination. What the fuck? It's weird. It's just it don't feel right. I can't sing it. It's weird hearing Maroon 5 toned. Like the actual tone of it changed. That is very odd. Alright, well, it's hard to see chat now, but that's fine. I don't care, fuck you. You guys are there in spirit, and you know it. Life I know, you compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly will. That is so weird. It's different than it's supposed to. Whoa! I saw my shit get out of sync there for a moment. That was trippy. That was really fucking trippy. Yeah, we'll go with boop, this one. We haven't been here in a while. Wow, I got really out of sync. Uh-oh.